Ours vital role in advocating for and protecting employees in an unhealthy workplace. Abstract. This practitioner-focused essay examines the vital role that human resources, HR, professionals play in advocating for and protecting employees, especially in dysfunctional or unhealthy work environments. Drawing from the author's 15 years of experience in organizational consulting and academic research, it outlines the common signs of an unhealthy workplace culture, such as toxic leadership, lack of respect, and high turnover. The essay argues that HR has a responsibility to identify issues through anonymous surveys, benchmarking, and health metrics, and then drive positive change by holding leaders accountable and empowering individual employees. Specific strategies are provided for strategic partnering with executives, conducting investigations into complaints, educating managers, and implementing practical solutions tailored to different industries. 2 case studies demonstrate how HR collaboration led to improved staff satisfaction, retention, and customer service at a hospital and call center. The conclusion reinforces our enduring duty to safeguard employee well-being and remedy the root causes of unhealthy dynamics through advocacy at both the systems and individual levels. One of the most important responsibilities I see for HR professionals is protecting employee well-being, especially in dysfunctional or unhealthy work environments. After all, a company's greatest asset is its people, yet all too often their needs are overlooked. Today we will explore our role as advocates for employees and how they can implement positive change when leadership and culture go awry. Understanding dysfunctional work cultures. What constitutes an unhealthy workplace? The answer varies for every organization, but some common warning signs include toxic leadership, lack of respect, inappropriate behavior tolerated, high turnover, low morale, and people feeling undervalued. When these dynamics exist, it indicates deeper issues with the prevailing culture that prioritizes other things over employee wellness. Research shows culture is shaped primarily by a company's guiding principles and what leaders reward versus punish. Shine. 2017. If the metrics that matter most are profits and productivity with little regard given to how work gets done, it cultivates the perfect conditions for dysfunction to fester. Employees become means to an end rather than human beings deserving of care, trust, and fairness. Morale declines as stress and disengagement rise, making unhealthy work a self-fulfilling prophecy. This is where HR plays a crucial intervening role. As the stewards of culture charged with developing, governing, and protecting a company's greatest asset, its people, HR must be the voices advocating for change when leadership loses its way. Several strategies can help identify and remedy unhealthy dynamics, conducting anonymous employee surveys and focus groups to understand pain points, concerns, and ideas for improvement from those most affected. Data provides an objective view into cultural strengths and weaknesses. Benchmarking policies, practices, and metrics against industry peers to evaluate what truly matters versus superficial measures like utilization rates that compromise well-being. Partnering with medical professionals to assess indicators of stress like absenteeism, presenteeism, and health claims that could stem from workplace factors within our purview to resolve. Auditing people processes like performance management, recognition, and career development to ensure they uphold values of fairness, growth, and work-life integration instead of needless competition or long hours for their own sake. While gathering facts is important, HR must then courageously work with leadership to implement solutions. The following sections explore specific advocacy strategies HR can employ. Holding leaders accountable through strategic partnering once issues come to light. HR needs to position itself as a strategic partner rather than subordinate to drive necessary change. This involves candid yet constructive conversations with executives and managers focused on mutual understanding and progress over personal agendas. For instance, in one IT consultancy I consulted for, high turnover of new hires surfaced as a quality issue. Through surveys, we found a micromanaging director routinely belittled and overworked staff. In private discussions, the CEO realized this harmed their talent brand but felt powerless due to technical expertise. Rather than accusatory blaming, my colleague and I proposed partnership. We offered coaching to improve the director's people skills in exchange for committing to fair workloads and respectful treatment. Progress was closely monitored. Within 6 months, retention doubled as we aligned around a shared goal of excellence through empowerment and care, not fear and overload. Other advocacy approaches include citing data compiled to justify recommended reforms respectfully yet unequivocally if leaders deny problems exist. Outlining organizational risks like legal liability or competitive disadvantage if issues fester versus benefits of addressing root causes proactively. Securing executive champions to model desired behaviors and spread accountability more broadly when concentrated among certain factions. Proposing pilot programs that test solutions on a contained basis before wider rollout to ensure buy-in from results rather than resistance to change itself. The key is finding an advisory stance that influences positively without disrupting necessary hierarchy. With diplomacy and business acumen, HR can steer culture in a healthier direction. Protecting and empowering individuals while systems-level changes are crucial. HR must also champion employees one-on-one when they report concerning treatment. Common issues include bullying managers, unreasonable performance pressure, harassment, or lack of work-life balance accommodations. When such complaints surface, thorough confidential investigations and fair hearings uphold duty of care responsibilities. Furthermore, HR can empower victims through counseling on complaint procedures, rights, and available support resources. Mediating discussions between parties to resolve issues constructively if agreeable to all. Temporarily reassigning reporting lines or adjusting schedules as cooling-off periods if tensions run high. Formally disciplining or terminating truly unrepentant wrongdoers per company policy when abuse is substantiated. Done right, resolving incidents instills confidence that raising concerns will be taken seriously versus ignored or punished. It also deters future transgressors by demonstrating unacceptable behavior has real consequences. Still, protecting individuals means preventing issues proactively through education. Workshops advising managers on legal compliance, giving feedback respectfully. Setting healthy boundaries and recognizing various types of harassment help curb problems before they arise. Well-informed companies experience fewer privacy, bullying and discrimination claims over time. Implementing culture change in practice while the strategies above discuss advocacy conceptually. Real transformation requires practical, industry-specific application. 2 real-world examples demonstrate HR taking action. A large hospital system faced high nursing burnout threatening patient care quality. Surveys found chronic understaffing, mandatory overtime, and lack of appreciation driving resignations. HR collaborated with medical directors to redesign shift scheduling using predictive analytics of patient volumes. Float pools addressed spikes while minimizing overtime. Bonuses and recognition programs also acknowledged nurses' contributions. Within 18 months, turnover plunged 30% as satisfied employees felt valued versus exploited. Meanwhile, at a call center servicing a telecom provider, anonymous comments cited lax supervision tolerating rude, demeaning behavior toward customers and co-workers alike. Through coaching, a new manager was installed and town hall meetings held to co-create a respect code emphasizing dignity and respect in all interactions. Specialists drafting customer care plans received additional empathy training. Internal satisfaction ratings promptly rebounded and customer satisfaction improved as well within 6 months as the toxic presence was replaced. In both examples, HR moved strategically yet urgently, bringing key stakeholders together to develop and implement workable remedies addressing root complaints, not symptoms. Continuous progress monitoring assured new approaches truly solved prior problems. The result: empowered, happier, higher-performing workforces through a healthier company culture shaped by strong yet caring leadership. Conclusion: hours enduring responsibility. In closing, while specific industry contexts vary, hours' duty to advocate for employee well-being and protect them from harm within dysfunctional work environments remains constant. Leveraging consulting expertise, research skills, and business acumen, professionals in this function play a vital role in mitigating unhealthy dynamics and partnering with executives to remedy their causes. Through candid yet constructive dialogue, objective data gathering, and diplomatically holding leaders accountable, HR can steer culture in a direction prioritizing human capital development and care on par with other strategic concerns. Individual empowerment, coupled with system-wide reforms addressing the bigger picture, form a holistic approach respecting both micro and macro viewpoints. When executed skillfully and courageously, this dual advocacy strategy cultivates sustainable cultures of excellence through engaged, values-aligned workforces versus temporary solutions masking deeper problems. Looking ahead, organizations relying on HR to safeguard their greatest asset, people, will continue to outpace competitors plagued by dysfunction, high turnover, and related inefficiencies. In this way, HR serves not only employees but the broader business mission as well.